Hey everybody, this is Brett, and tonight's video is kind of something that's just going on within me. I feel as though what I need to do is join with other people in healing the world. And in all honesty, that's not coming from some sort of an egotistical thing within me. That I feel like I have something special going on with doing that. But it's just a desire to do that because I realize how much people need to heal. And I feel frustrated if I don't do something, if I don't make some sort of effort. And so I've come to realize that energy flows and that everything is interconnected. And that one thing leads to another. And if you put an energetic effort into doing something, there is a result that happens from that effort. Exactly how it all works, of course, I have absolutely no idea. I can't, someday they'll be able to explain these things scientifically. All I can tell you is that there's no doubt within me that if we collectively make an effort to heal the world by thinking and feeling and projecting our desires, that it will have an effect on the world. And so the people are very out of balance for some reason in a lot of regards. People have evolved in a lot of ways, they've progressed in a lot of ways, but at the same time, they've gotten out of balance in many ways. Physically, they've bought into things that aren't legitimate. Health care. And so, really, if we can just focus on the imbalances, just kind of a general idea about what imbalances are out there, happening out there, and then think about them being resolved, and really just coming to center does that automatically. It's kind of the fix-all, because it resolves all the polarity that's going on in people. So just feel your way to the center. Think about balance. I've been doing a lot of balance poses for long periods of time out on the grass. And I keep getting better and better at doing that without teetering left and right, front and back. And it's a really great exercise for coming to center, where God is. So there's all this polarity between people, belief systems, religions, politics, so many different things, because people are different. People are the same, but people are different. Let's just try and bring them all to the center. If your intention within you is to bring people to the center, then that's exactly what you're doing. You're projecting that energy out somehow from your core, from your being, your mind. And it's creating that energy. Imagine yourself as a transmitter and receiver of energy. You are a transmitter and receiver of energy. I think you probably first have to believe that. A lot of people believe in prayer. Same thing. It's the same thing. You're just calling it something different. One sounds more scientific and one sounds more religious. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Okay, so pray, if you like, or transmit and receive, if you like, energy for people to come to a simple. That's the word. You see, when people get away from all of the giant insanity things, and they will. The reason they will is because they won't be able to afford diesel fuel for their giant trucks anymore, and that will wear on them over time. Okay, so that's one way. That's one way that's easy to explain for how people are going to get simple again, and logical again, and less overexpanded. You know, we can break that down. We can look back in time and see that trucks, many years ago, when I was a kid, they were just a normal height. But now, for some godforsaken reason, people have allowed them to be bigger than life. Egotistical things. My truck is better than yours. My this or that. My house is better and bigger than yours. My job is bigger and better than yours. I have more things than you do. The list goes on and on of how people are trying to outdo everyone. They've lost connection with what really matters in the world. That's what this video is all about. We're going to try to pray or transmit and receive people to come back to reality. And we're doing that via centering. We're also doing it via talking and understanding the truths about the way the world is. If you look at people physically, they are badly overexpanded, to put it simply. It's easy to see. You just look around and you see people. How many pounds of excess material they have on their bodies. There are a lot of ways that that's going to resolve itself. If people can somehow gradually work their way out of that over time, before it hits the fan, they might survive. Okay? And that's what we're trying to project here, that people get real, that they come to center, that they come back to reality. Okay? It's for our own benefit, because when you see and you realize the truth about the way the world really is, people anyway, then it can be very frustrating. I don't know about you, but for me, it can be very like the only way that I can get relief is by doing some kind of a spiritual exercise to help people to come back to reality, some sort of better balance, more sustainability. So now, that being said, the focus is to just quiet the mind, and place the intention on what I've just been talking about. Focus. So now, I'm going to end this transmission, but you can continue to do this as much as you want to. You can just sit and center yourself, and then do the same for others. And you're holding that energy. What you're doing is you're holding that energy for people that don't understand it. You know, you're helping them, whether they know it, like it, or not. And it's just energy work. It's whatever you want to call it. But you'll notice, for me anyway, I notice that I need to do this, I have to do this. If I do it, I feel better. It's just like doing massage work. It's just like doing cooking work. It's just like doing all of these different things that we do for our health. But you have to do the work. Healing is mental, physical, emotional, and spiritual. Each one requires work. And in order to do that, you have to realize that that's the case, that you have to do something regularly to improve your mental, physical, spiritual, and emotional health. The spiritual work is not just about yourself. It's also about others. So you can do physical, emotional, and mental work for others as well. But you've also got to do spiritual work for others. So many different ways. For me, being a homebody, praying for people, is really beneficial, not only for them, but for myself, for some reason. But I want to thank you so much for joining me. I hope that you are well.